Welcome back. It is time for the Oh Wow Moment, brought to you by the Gloria and Roger Jones Children's Center for Science and Technology. Of course, we have Mr. Ralph, but we have two special guests, Reese and Rowan from St. Christine School. Good morning, Reese and Rowan.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. Well, Mr. Ralph, what are we doing today?
Well, Miss Madonna, again, we're kind of still pumping that whole Inspire Work section that we have down at Oh Wow. And right today, we're going to work our way into talking for the next month about rockets. Okay?
Rockets?
But to segue into that, what we're going to do today is to talk about friction, simple friction.
Okay.
And the easiest way to explain friction possibly to young ones is it's two things rubbing together. So if we rub our hands together, let's do that. All right. What do we feel?
I feel my hands.
Okay.
I feel warm.
Reese, you feel clay? Okay.
Clay.
What do you feel, Reese?
It's really warm.
It's warm. It gets
yeah.
warm. Okay, and that's two things rubbing together, and the constant motion is causing warmth. Right, Reese? Okay, so friction basically is two things that are causing, working against each other to make each other stop. So what I have, and this is the neat thing, is I found these things in Rowan's room. These were under his bed, and these were in his box, and the test tube holder we have at Oh Wow. And we're going to use the example of two race cars on a track, okay? And one is going to be on a flat surface, very smooth, okay? And one is going to be on a surface that's not so smooth, okay? And it's going to cause a little bit more of
Friction.
right. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a prediction. And what we like to do, again, is there's that educational moment.
Okay,
is
hypothetical.
Right, allowing the children to test something out, to make a prediction, and to see if that prediction is right or wrong. And then we're going to test it. Okay,
Let's
so
do it.
first things first, I'm going to allow Rowan to pick the car that he wants.
Okay,
So,
Rowan?
Rowan, you want a car? Okay, so he's going to take that fastback Corvette, that 66 Corvette. So Reese, you get stuck with the Shelby GT.
All right.
That you did okay. So because Rowan picked the cars, you're going to pick the track. Which track do you think is going to be faster, Reese?
This one.
Okay, so we're gonna find out, right? So Rowan, you're going to get the track that's got what we seem to think has got a little more friction, and Reese, you're going to take the track that's smooth. Miss Madonna, can you be my stopper down there?
Yes.
Okay,
Put
and I'm
my
going to
hand
be
right
the
here?
Yep, right there.
Okay.
And we're going to see who gets to your hand first. Okay, so guys, put your cars up on the track. You're going to stop them behind my. There we go. Okay, good, good. So they're both on the track. Reese, you're on. Okay, and on three, we're gonna count to three, and we're gonna say go. Ready? Let go.
1, 2, 3. Oh, this one is the one that won.
That's right. Now,
because of a less friction surface.
Right. So what we utilize is the fact that the smooth surface created less friction, right? Okay. And that's the reason why Reese's car won.
All right.
So I encourage parents in that educational moment again is to utilize different types of material. Now I cut up some sandpaper, so sandpaper could cause a little bit more friction, and to have fun with it. You can find these materials at your home to just test out race cars.
And speaking of materials that you find at home, Mr. Ralph, if kids have, we're launching this, and I'm saying it, would you like to be on the Oh Wow Moment? Well, if you have an experiment that you want to submit, you can submit it to Mr. Ralph, and there's the address and the information. You can be on the Oh Wow Moment. You send it to Mr. Ralph, we'll pick you, and you can be our guest right here on the Oh Wow Moment. And you know, while that graphic is up, I'm going to have Mr. Ralph transition over. I'll ask that graphic to come up one more time, and I'm going to have Mr. Ralph transition over with his lovely son, and we're going to see something happen over in the other part of our studio that I think is exciting, and I don't know, I want to say beneficial. Well, Reese, your dad is Mr. Science Guy. How does it feel having a dad that's a science guy like that? Cool?
Beyond cool.
Beyond cool, beyond cool. Well, Reese and Rowan have a dad that makes things, does things, but what you're going to see on the Oh Wow Moment today is phenomenal. He has made a hoverboard. And here we go. We're going to see, oh gosh, are you scared for your brother? Okay, we're going to see your brother,
You ready?
Rowan, hover.
Go ahead. Stay right there, right?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I love it! I love it! Look at him hover, everyone. Right here in the WFMJ studios and away from the cameras. My boss is going to love me for this. He's going to love me for this. I love it. How about that? And you know, as we watched him hover, and you know, say, come back over to us. Was that phenomenal, or was that phenomenal? It was phenomenal. And you know, listen, Rowan, with your hard hat on and everything, you're gonna have you step right back up here. With your hard hat on and everything, your dad was concerned about safety. Mr. Ralph, you have got to be the most fun, exciting daddy ever.
I don't know. I do the best I can. I do promote a lot of safety at home. Probably a little too much. I'm that
okay.
father that's a little overprotective. So I will say to parents at home, make sure when you're doing things such as this,
Hovering your child.
they're wearing helmets, they're wearing goggles. We utilized a lot of materials that we had down at OWOW, simple plyboard, a leaf blower, and the idea behind the Hovercraft is you're taking low pressure air.
We've got a minute to wrap up.
Okay, you're putting low pressure air in a small confined area, and it's being pushed into an area of a larger space. So that's what creates that cushion
And
underneath
made
the
him
hoverboard.
hover. Okay.
And hoverboards are really the big thing this year, I guess.
right.
If you remember the movie Back to the Future,
the Future.
Marty McFly
All right.
was able to levitate
I love
on a
it.
hoverboard.